Hello everyone, and welcome back to episode 32 of Omnifactory. In the last episode, we had just built our assembly line, and we were looking at what we can do with it, but all of the things which the assembly line can do, let me just have a, I'll show you that, okay, we'll go to the next quest. The next quest, or the next main thing we're looking to build is this LUV compressor, which takes LUV pistons, which takes a whole bunch of HSSG stuff, rods, gears, rings, plates, rounds. This is, I think it's like one nugget equals one round, and it takes a long time to make them too. And then the pistons themselves take long HSG rods as well as long magnetic neodymium rods, which like we can make everything except for that. So what I did in the previous or between episodes was I set up HSSG processing. So the main thing that we needed for HSSG that we didn't already have, we had all this stuff, was the molybdenum dust. And I looked at the wiki, and they said you can get molybdenum in the overworld. But I couldn't find it. I looked for like, I don't know, at least 30 minutes, and I couldn't find it. But I eventually found it in the end. So let me quickly head over. I added one of these teleport pads at the end too, so now I can teleport via this. When I was going by the end cake, it was resetting the world to be not peaceful for some reason. So I'd join, and then it would be like, it would be back to normal difficulty or something. So let me just turn this on. Where is it? Over there. I found, I had my vertical digger set up in the end over here. It was like basically straight away I found it here. I spent like 30 minutes in the overworld looking for it. So you're done. Let's grab this. There. And how much molybdenum? We have 600. Oh, we still have a bunch of the molybdenite dust. So we should have about 1600 once that's all said and done. But I do remember I saw another one not too far from here. I think if I scan, I should be able to see it again. Yeah, like right there. So why don't I head over there and let's turn off this. Let's unchunkload this one and head over to this guy. Let me get my hammer. Oh, there are the pillars. So how much further is it? Still pretty far. Yeah, so finding this in the end was pretty good. And also the end one, if you look at the if you look at the overworld one, which is this one. No, is it this one? No, not that one. It's molybdenite, this one. You can buy it. That's how I was looking for it. But it gives you, oh wait, no, that one gives you 6 as well. Okay, never mind. Is that it? Yeah, there it is. So you don't actually need a whole lot of, oh, and the other one was wolfenite. I think, oh, there's actually not that much of that. I think if I get this one, I can also get molybdenite from it. Does this one electrolyzing it? Yeah. Molybdenum. Wait, is that what I want? Yeah. So maybe, I haven't set up processing for this stuff yet, but it comes for free basically in these veins. Okay, so let's set this guy up here. Yes. Oh, no. Move you over one so I can extract from there, insert to there, and let's get you chunk loaded. Oh, am I right on the border? What a waste. Oh, and also let's remove you and add a new one so I can find it again. Okay, turn you on and let's head out. Oh yeah. So that should give me plenty of that stuff, which will give me plenty of HSSG dust, which... Oh, wait, what? I'm under the portal. Okay. Yeah, that'll give us plenty of that, and we should be able to use that for our HSSG, which we're going to need quite a lot of. But I just set up the processing for it, and I don't have a whole lot of it yet. This thing is quite slow. I've got it going relatively fast now, but that's because I set it up with an IV CEF. And even with an IV CEF, it's not particularly fast. But like the default one, if you just do it in like an MV one, it takes 400 seconds, like 5 minutes. I think that's about as long as Signalum actually. How much does that one take? That one takes even longer actually. So yeah, these things are starting to take a long time, and you get the higher tiers in order to get faster processing, but then you need more power. So this is like 46,000 RF per tick, and that's the only machine running at the moment. So if we look at our power situation, we're doing okay. 80,000, but like we're still net zero. I don't know how much actually this can support, like how much this will actually do. 61 times 16, I don't know what that is. I can't be bothered working it out. It's like 960 RF a tick. I worked it out on a calculator. So, wait, 96,000 I think, not 960. So yeah, that's not too bad actually. We're almost at the limit, but we're close to this guy. And once we get this guy, we'll be sitting pretty for power for basically the rest of the game, I'd say. One thing we could do actually is a rainbow generator. That gives 20 something million RF per tick. Yeah, but it's like so... Oh, it also takes a heart of a universe. It takes a lot of stuff. And we need to make each of these, and we need to automate all of these and keep them running all the time. So, I don't know. I've done it before in other mod packs where it's not as crazy to get resources. I don't know. Maybe it is kind of not too crazy here as well. We'll see. Anyway, the other thing I've been doing is over at the towers, I've been speeding up a lot of these processes. Some of these were like this thing was the slowest before, and we were running out of the stuff that it produces. What do we get out of this? I forget. We get charcoal byproducts, which gives us like which we then distill into these three things, which we then distill into like phenol and creosote oil. I think phenol is the only one that's useful there at the moment anyway. Wood gas, I don't think we do anything with at the moment, but this one, no, not that one. This one we distill into ethanol. We were getting low on ethanol. Yeah, so I've sped that one up. It's now running at EV speed. And then I had to speed up this one, which is now also running at EV speed. This is actually the bottleneck at the moment. This runs constantly. And then this thing is like, it turns off every now and then because this input is full. And then I sped up, no, I didn't speed up any of the other things. Oh, I sped up these. I noticed actually someone left a comment on one of my previous videos that I had forgot to set one of these to insert. So I fixed that, but I also upped them to EV power as well, because this is the slowest part of this guy. So I could add more of these guys. I could probably add another 4 of these pumping into this, because it's still, maybe not 4, maybe another 2 or so pumping into here. But for now, it's okay. The other thing that I did though, if we have a look over at here, So this machine here was producing glycerol, and I'd been out of glycerol for ages and ages. I don't know why, but the previous recipe I was using to make glycerol was ethanol, canola oil plus ethanol, and it's like 6 to 1, right? 6 ethanol plus 1 canola oil equals 1 bucket of glycerol, and like the ethanol production was like ridiculously slow. So I actually switched it out to empowered oil plus ethanol, which we have now, right? Empowered oil plus ethanol. And now we get a quarter of a bucket of empowered oil plus 1.5 buckets of ethanol equals a bucket of glycerol. So it's like 5 times more efficient in terms of the ethanol usage. So in order to do that, I had to automate empowered oil, which is what I've done over here. So basically what happens is, to make empowered oil, it's not that difficult. Oil. It's just empowered canola seeds in canola oil. And these are in an empowerer, crystallized canola seeds plus a few extra seeds. And the crystallized ones are from an atomic reconstructor. So what happens is, I have the seeds here in the ME interface. They come out of that into this automatic dropper, but only if this chest here is empty. So that we have a comparator comparing this chest, and then if the chest is empty, this signal will go off, and then this is on active without signal. So when there's no RF redstone signal going into here, this will start extracting canola seeds into this dropper. And then I can just quickly show you how that works. But basically it empties out, a bunch of them get dropped. It takes a little while for this thing will pick them up, and then it'll pump them back into the chest here. So once they get back into the chest, the redstone signal will come on, turning this thing off again. So that's pretty straightforward. And then they come over to here. So this is just, I just have some pipes, the normal conduits going into here with filters. So we grab the crystallized ones out of that chest and we put them into here. And then, so if I was to take that one off, the crystallized one would come in there and it would go pop, and then it would just sit there waiting, because this thing has a filter like with a single limited item filter in here. So if there's one in there, it won't suck any more in. And the reason it's stopped is because I have 100 buckets of empowered oil in my system. So if I was to set this to like, let's say 150, just for the sake of, to show you how it works. So this would start running now. And we would use up the two seeds that we currently have, and we would get the empowered oil out, and we'd pump that back into the system. Then we pump it from the output from there back into there. It'll make that one, and then this thing will run until it, this will keep empowering the seeds as well. So basically it just runs forever, and it uses up the canola seeds, which we have thousands and thousands of from our canola seed farm that we made, like, I can't remember, like in episode 4 or something. So yeah, and then when this chest empties out, so it's probably going to empty out soon, then the dropper will, then it'll start pumping them into the dropper and crystallizing them, and then we'll get more seeds coming out. So obviously I haven't decorated this area yet. Basically I'm just going to keep the pattern going, and I'll move it up into here, but this will be the permanent crystallized empowered oil processing station, I guess we could call it. 2, 1, it's almost going to do it. There, and then you can see the comparator turned off, and then it started extracting, and now the comparator turns back on. So now there's a couple in the chest, and then it'll do it every now and then as it has to keep the process going. And it's pretty, this is not the fastest thing in the world, but it's fast enough. It keeps up with this exactly right. Like this is an HV one, so I don't have any, I'm not going to upgrade this to the combination crafter. So actually the combination crafter, we need draconium. We have everything except the draconium for that. So once we get draconium energy conduits, then we can make the combination crafter, but I'm going to leave it like this Unless we really need to, I'd have to upgrade this and stuff like that too if we needed to go faster. But for now, it's fine. I also decorated this access tunnel. I put this window here, and yeah, it comes out into this little spot here. This is a dark steel trap door. I don't know what the difference between the dark steel door and the regular steel door is. So that's where we are now. The HSSG. I only just finished automating that, so it's not the fastest thing in the world, but we have enough now that we can make the next tier of circuits. So let's see if we can get that going in the assembly line. So circuit, it's the ZPM one, right? Yeah. It just fits too. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, and quantum star. How do we make a quantum star? Can we do that? Oh boy. Oh, we can do it here with radon. Wow, that's expensive. What are you? Okay, we're gonna have to do it this way because, all right, let's do that. And then we'll get our, do I have the assembly line? I do have the assembly line. So let's see, ZP circuit. What are we missing? What's the damage here? A HSSG frame. So we can set up that pretty easy. I should probably set up automated plates, but for now I won't. I'll just make them on demand. And we need HSSG rods. Hopefully we can do this with a EV. Yeah, we can. Okay, that's good. HSSG rods and plates in a compressor. That's just a normal recipe. Okay, compressor and rods. Nope, not that one. And then you can just go down in the normal assembler thingamajigs. So can we do that now? HSSG frame. We can, and do we get one is the question. Like, does it actually work? Probably the rods will take a while since they were fairly high tier. Yeah. There we go, and we got it. Okay, so now we need the, what was the quantum star? Whoops, star. It is a chemical bath with radon. I think I have a reasonable amount of radon. Ooh, not that much. Okay, but we could do that. Chemical bath. HV, perfect. Oh, let's get a bucket of radon. Where do I have this stuff? Sulfuric gas, lead zinc solution, lava. Okay, we'll put you in there, and radon. We'll grab a bucket of, oops, did I get it? I did. And we want the chemical bath over here. Oops, wrong button. And we want the radon here. And we want, what did we want? A Nether Star. Oh, actually, I'm going to have to craft these. So I actually do plan to craft Nether Stars, like setting up more of these guys. So we have up to here, we have the mana dust, but to make Nether Stars is actually not that difficult because we have all the ingredients for all of the components already. Block of luminescence and these guys. Yeah, so actually why don't we do this right now? We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the block of luminescence will be 6 mechanical guys. So why don't I do this now off camera because it takes a little while to set up. Oops, do we have space? Yes, we do. All right, so I'm going to set this up and I'll be back in a little while. Okay, there we go. I'll tidy it up later on. I've got to get the roof tile diagonal thingy and a bunch of conduit covers to cover it up, but that's all of the pieces in place. So basically I just have these crafting up, you know, it's the dust plus a bunch of nether quartz, and it makes one stack in this output inventory, which I then just, I don't put this back into the ME system because they're useful for absolutely nothing except making nether stars. So I make the 4 tips here with the different dusts in them, here, like that. The block of luminescence is here. Same thing, I just make a stack of them. I don't think blocks of luminescence, yeah, they're not useful for anything except the crafting the cores. Why does it have 23 in there? Oh, I have it. Oh, did I, is that, do I not have? No, there's 400. So why is there only 23? Shouldn't there be 30? How many is there? 32? That's weird. I don't know why that's like that. Anyway, and then same with the crafting cores. So there we go. And then it can't make any more because 64 is, it makes 4 at a time. And then this one is the standard, you know, I have a level limiter. I've got it set to 500, which is actually quite a lot of ingredients, but nether stars become extremely useful later on. We need to smelt them to make molten nether star, and then that is used to make, oh, interesting, is used to make superconductor wire, which we need, you know, heaps and heaps of it. So it needs 1 star worth of, it needs 1 nether star basically to make 1x superconductor wire. So we're going to need a lot of nether stars later on, way more than even 500. So we'll have to ramp that up eventually, but not today. So back to this guy. This guy needs radon. I can get rid of all this junk now. What do I need? Get rid of all that. I'll keep that. Probably don't need that. I'll get rid of those. All right. So we need some conduits. Oh, I'm gonna need some nether stars. Just 1 for now will do. I can put you here. Oh, and we'll need a filter. Let's just do the 1. Keep the number that we need down to a minimum. So let's get, this is the chemical bath, yeah. Let's get the nether star in there. Like so. Nether star. And let's get this guy, and we also need, oops, I already had filter set up there. Why did I do that again? Okay, so then we need the filter. Where, come, filter, fluid conduit, and there, wow. Okay, there we go. Okay, and then fluid, filter, we need radon, and brown. There we go. So you're making, it's extremely slow. Look how slow it's going. Wow. Okay, so what do we need? How many of these do we need? We need, okay, we need it for the IV field generator, matter condenser, quantum rings, and crystals. LUV field generator, and this is, so this is why it's expensive. Wow. And then everything else is kind of, we don't actually need that many of them. Okay, so let's set it up with the machine cover. We'll just get like 4 or maybe 8 of them going. It's a lot of radon that we've actually used to make these. Like we've got 64 buckets of radon just sitting in this machine now doing basically nothing. Oops, actually I wanted, you can go there. Machine cover there. Level emitter. Oops, not lever. I need a bunch more. Come on, just need 1. Give me 1. 2, fine. Oop, that's the wrong one. That's the one. Okay, so you're making, let's get one of them so we can at least get the inventory going. this guy. Let's just make 8. I don't know how many I'm going to need, but we'll do 8 for now because they're so slow and expensive. And let's get you pointing back the right way. And also let's get you... that was one other thing I forgot to mention. I've gone through all of my machines now and inverted everything. So now redstone on means the machine needs to be running. Redstone off, like this one, means the machine should have stopped. And that way, if the ME system ever loses power, there's 2 advantages. 1, if the ME system ever loses power, all of the machines stay off. And 2, like this guy here, right? I can see when machines are actually used from quite a long way away. Like I could see this one is on palladium. So that means we've run out of palladium, and like it's very easy to just scan from quite a long way away and see where things are on. I can even see over there. Yeah, so nothing is on, like all the way over there. It's very easy to scan the machines to see like, oh, this one is run out of, you know, inputs or something, and I need to get some more palladium. But actually I don't need to get more palladium right now. We're still okay for palladium. Yeah, so that was the quantum star. So now we should have everything we need to... Let's head up to the assembly line so that we're here when it happens. And let's make the circuit. I should have... Wait, what? Okay, I have one. Oh, wait. I made quantum? It said improved Nether Star. Wait, what? Okay, now I have no idea. That's weird. Yeah, but that was it. It said improved. Here it says improved Nether Star. What? That is so weird. It says improved Nether Star here, but it's actually a quantum Nether Star. Okay, whatever. Okay, so that should be going. We're going to make 2 of these guys. Wow. Okay, we made 1. And then if we head down here, we should see it come into this box. I haven't tested this at all, so this will be interesting. Okay, okay, there we go. It is not running. Why is it not running? So we have 16 there. Wait, SMD capacitor. Yeah, so that's everything, right? That. Oh, the liquid. Yes. So what else? What liquid do we need? Soldering alloy. Ooh, quite a lot of it too. Okay, so I think I am making soldering alloy. Yes. Yeah. Or do I only have 90? I wonder how much I'm actually making. So let's get a bucket of that and let's get that going. Soldering alloy. And we're going to need a hull. And we're going to need glass. So we're actually going to need quite a few fluid input hatches because there's lots of different fluids that we need. So if we look at the assembly line, oops, not line. Right, so this needs soldering alloy plus lubricant, soldering alloy plus lubricant. Okay. Oh, this one needs styrene butadiene rubber plus lubricant. So that's going to be a tricky one to make. And this is still soldering alloy. That one needed, what did that need? Water? Interesting. Oh, wetware. I get it. That's not usually what wetware means, but anyway. Sterilized growth medium, we're going to have to make that. That's a fun one to make, by the way. Raw growth medium is like a minced meat, which we get from killing animals. Anywho. Okay, so that should do for now. Now let's replace some of these guys, I guess, with fluid input hatches. We can probably do it underneath. It doesn't really matter which one. I'm just going to do the one for now, because this will be the one that we use to put our... Oh, maybe I should keep it pointing out so that when I'm over here I can see which ones are the fluid input hatches. So we need a fluid interface. I guess I'll just put it, wait, where did I put that thing? Right there. So I'll put it here, should be connected, yes. And we'll get some soldering alloy going, and we will get it pumping into here. Insert good old brown, extract good old brown. So now that should be filling up, and now we should be able to run. Yes, there it goes, it's running. Running perfectly. And do I have this extracting? I must have it extracting. There it is, it worked. Success. Where's the quest? There it is. Okay, fantastic. All right, so let's grab these quests. This one, I did make some of these. So how much HSSG do we have now? 150, that's pretty good actually. So what I'm gonna do in between episodes, I will get this going and I'll make these compressors. So the first HSSG coil blocks, I'm going to put it on the one in our base here. So, you know, this is always the first one that I upgrade to the next tier so that we can use it just for random bits and pieces. That's still EV. I should upgrade this as well so we can run it faster. Yeah, so I'll do that. I will get this thing built. So basically it's just putting these circuits in. So this integrated circuit, I'm basically going to keep it in the input slot forever. Configuration 2. And I have to make some of these things and some lubricant. So that's all pretty straightforward, I think. And then I can make the iridium heavy plating, and then we can start looking at the tier 5 micro miner, which what do we need for the tier 5 apart from basic quantum chest, supercharged laser, so even more radon. Okay. Signalum heavy plating, iridium heavy plating, vibrant thrusters, fission reactor port, fission controller. I think I have that already. This is expensive to make. So what do we get out of the tier 5 micro miner then? The next stuff we get, oh, we get naquadah. That's going to be very handy very soon. But it needs quite a lot of plutonium, 32. That's 16 pieces of plutonium from our fission reactor. Which, how much do we have? Where's plutonium? What is this? Curium. Plutonium is this one, right? 216, 600. Oh wait, we're not doing too bad for usable plutonium. I can always make more of this stuff. How are we going without... It's finished. That's finished too. Okay, so we could probably get some more uranium going. Have a bunch of uranium-235. What else have we got? Thorium, curium. Yeah, I think we should definitely look at... Oh, we got quite a lot of californium, berkelium. Cool. So yeah, we should definitely get some more. I should go more mining for some more uranium. Get that going. And yeah, there's a bunch of stuff to do. So, and then the next episode we should be able to work on the tier 5 micro miner, get ourselves some naquadah dust, which we'll be using to make ingots and coils. And once we get the coils, we can start making draconium ingots. I think that needs naquadah coil blocks. Yeah, that's the highest, not the highest. This is not the highest tier, but it's a higher tier of smelting. And then we can get the superconductor wire, and then we're eventually going to be able to build this guy. So this is our next like big project that we're working towards, I think. And yeah, this is basically the path to it that I'm thinking. All right, so thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.